at BEA 2013, and we're going to talk with Jill Tomich of Slicebooks. She's a co-founder of Slicebooks, and they're doing something really exciting on the consumer side, but I'm going to let her tell you the story of Slicebooks.
Okay.
Hi, Jill.
Hi. Thanks. So we started as an ebook store called eBookPie, and the premise of that store was for people to be able to buy books whole or sliced. So we started that store pre-Kindle, pre-Barnes & Noble, if you will, and talked to publishers and said, hey, we want your chapters. And they said, well, that's a great idea, but we're too busy converting from digital, or print to digital, sorry. So we walked away from there and we said, well, how can we make this easier for publishers? So we created Slicebooks, and Slicebooks allows publishers to upload their EPUB or PDF files and slice them into sections, chapters, or subchapters. Most publishers are slicing them by the chapter. So there's a second part of that tool for publishers that they can create their own custom ebooks with our remix tool. But what we're presenting today at BEA is a consumer version of that remix tool.
That's what I want to hear more about. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we've built the consumer version of the remix tool as a widget so that anybody with a website can grab HTML code and embed it on their own website and offer this custom ebook creation to their audience. Okay? So this is a version, we're fading out eBookPie, and our store will become the Slicebook store that we hope to launch in Q3. So this is our consumer remix tool, and it's very easy. We have some books sliced about New York, so a customer can come here and do a search for New York and say, I want to create my own custom New York guidebook. So that content would display here, and to start a remix, simply click the plus sign here to add a chapter over there, or you can drag and drop a chapter over there. We'll add another one here. Okay. And once you've added your chapters, you would click create the PDF remix. Sorry. And it takes you to a cover design page. So now the consumer can design their own cover, so they can give it a title, guide, and a short description, routine, for example. So we've included 2 cover templates here. Now I happen to add 2 chapters from the same book, but if I had added 4 chapters from 4 different books, then the book covers from those books would display on this template. So you can do that, or you can upload your own custom cover. So we're going to use a template, and then you would choose a color for your color block here.
And you say there's a line there for remixed by.
Right.
And I'm seeing your name up there in that.
That's correct.
So you do get a little credit here for remixing the book.
Exactly.
That's nice.
So once you've done that, you would click next and review the selections that you've made. If you want to make any changes, you can go back and change those selections. And then if you're happy, you click remix. And so depending on the internet speed and how many chapters you've included in your remix, it generally takes a minute or less to compile those chapters and add the cover.
Okay.
And once it's complete, it's going to drop it in a shopping cart, and you pay for your remix and you download it. What it also does is it then creates a product page for your remix. So I'm going to skip this part here, and I'll show you an example of that.
Okay.
If our internet works. All right, so this is a remix that we did earlier.
Yes.
So it creates a product page. So at the bottom here we have sharing buttons. So you can share that with your friends and say, I just created this remix, go here, go to Slicebooks and check it out. So your friends can come here and buy the exact remix that you created, or they can buy the individual chapters that are in that remix, or they can start and create their own remix from here. And then if they add a chapter here to start their own remix, as they go through the site, that remix follows them through the site, so they can continue to add more chapters as they go along.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, this is what I'd love to see.
Okay.
Poetry.
Yes.
Amateur poetry anthologies. I would so love to see Slicebooks have a fabulous poetry
And
section.
we've talked to publishers about that, so it's interesting.
Wonderful.
It's poetry and also short stories are
Yes.
great. So we always think of, the initial reaction usually usually is fiction. That doesn't make any sense for fiction, but it
Yes.
does for poetry and short stories.
Yes.
And also, some of the biggest feedback or reaction that we've got is from religious book publishers.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we're working with one of the oldest rabbinical publishers, training organizations, and they are waiting for this consumer remix
Yes.
widget because they want to have it on their iPad, give it to the rabbi so that every week they can create on-the-fly custom services or custom sermon,
Yes.
and then distribute that to their congregants.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking with us.